Come manifest your best life with 190 Vision.
My name is Bobby.
Bobby, will you give us a little bit of background about yourself?
I live in the Cayman Islands. I have one daughter. I'm a photographer. I run a photo studio here in the Cayman Islands.
Would you please share with us how it started?
Well, my journey started in 2010. At that time, my wife had just passed away. Strange enough, at the time of my wife's passing, for some reason, she, her, her soul, her spirit came to somebody that she thought would have known me, and that was Ken. He had a welcoming spirit or whatever the connection was, and so when Ken learned that my wife had passed away, of course his family, he journeyed to Cayman to attend the funeral and to be of support to me. But it was more than just that. As the days went by, I learned that my wife had actually reached out to Ken and directed him to come here and be of not just support, but to let me know that she was going to be sending messages, and Ken was going to be the outlet to which these messages were going to come through. And so at that time when Ken visited, I mean, he came, and then at one point we were all having discussion, and he asked me to step outside because he wanted to ask me a few questions. And the first question he asked me was if I believed in how was my thinking in regards to messages, or knowing that once a person passed, that they're not really past, that they're still here with us. And I think the answer that I gave from what came next was the most interesting, because we all have our moments, and we hear things. We believe that when our loved one died, that they do rise. But when it's your own, you just think that it's final. But it wasn't quite final. Ken explained to me certain things, and I told him, I said, you know what? I'm actually open to this stuff. And that is when my journey began. It's been a journey, and not just interesting. It's been a journey of wonder. It's been a journey of joy. It's been a journey of discovering. And I think because of the journey that I started with Ken at that time, it's the one thing that actually made me sane, because there were moments when I thought I was just going completely crazy. But yeah, that's how it started.
Well, going back to moments of complete crazy, I remember him telling me what transpired when he went outside with you to ask me that question. Mm-hmm. And your wife came through with a message for you. Do you remember the message?
It was kind of weird, because the message that came through at that time, what some of the first messages was, because she was seeing how confused I was after her passing, and there were moments that the confusion actually led to moments that I never said it to anybody at all. But in my deep thought, I just felt like life just wasn't worth living, and she saw where it seems like I was thinking about taking my own life. So that is the point where I started to say, wow, she is really here. She is seeing what I'm going through, and she is really channeling these messages through Ken.
Thank you. Now, after the funeral, I don't even know how long a time period, maybe just a couple or a few weeks, there came a time when you needed to find an outfit for your daughter. And this was shortly after.
Yes, it was. It was my daughter's first recital at her school, and I was like, "What is this child going to wear for this recital?" For my daughter had clothes, and lots of clothes that she could wear. It seems like that particular event needed something special, and I just did not know where to look and what to find for her. And strange enough, I got a call. Out of the blue, I got a call, and Ken said, "What's going on?" I'm like, man, I am here. I am just lost. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out what this girl is going to wear to this recital. And he said, yeah, that's why I'm calling, because she's supposed to wear this green outfit that has frills, and it has pink, and the description was like, I didn't know anything about that outfit. I've never seen that outfit. And so I went into the room, of course, went into the closet as I was directed. And as I pushed my hand in the closet and start feeling, I was just feeling. And Ken told me, stop right there. And as I pushed my hand inside the closet and reached this particular outfit, I was blown away. There was this outfit, this green outfit with frills, and it had pink on it, exactly as was described. And so I was blown away. And, every moment after was always a moment of complete amazement that everything that I was seeing, she was seeing, and she could feel and understand when I needed help. That she was always right there communicating through Ken, and those messages were getting to me.
All right. Now, in those first few months, you went through a lot of emotions,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of challenges. How often would you say you reached out to Ken, or he called you, just as you would say, by chance, coincidence?
Yeah, it was quite often, actually. It took me a while to get back to work. There were days when I was just home and I was down. It was because it just felt like the better part of me had just completely disappeared. And in as much as there was this complete loss and confusion, there was always this support that was coming. Like whenever I felt so down, she could feel my energy, and she was always there to tell me something that could just pick me up, remind me of a moment from the past. Um, in fact, there were times when I was at work and I was just completely out of it. I would get this call, and she would be telling me stuff, and I had to look left and look right, and is there a camera up in here that someone is actually seeing everything that I'm doing, everything that's in front of me. I mean, I'm being told exactly what is in front of me, and there's nobody here. So yeah, there were times that it was constant. When I was at home, when I was at work, she could pick up on my energy, and she would get that message as quickly as possible through Ken to let me know that, look, I'm still here and I'm still present and I'm still here to support you.
Okay. What way did she start communicating with you?
The very first communication that I got from Tanya was the night when all the family were back. When family had come in for the actual event, which would have been her funeral. And in that moment, when there was all of the families were there, inside the house became very smoky. And it was like I was just seeing all this smoke inside the house, right? Especially in the areas where she would have always been present. So I remember communicating that with Ken, and there were a lot of flickering of the lights. The lights were just flickering, like if there was a short circuit somewhere. And that's when Ken told me, okay, so now you're gonna have to understand that there's a new way of communicating, right? That she is communicating with you through a different medium now. So because of the energy, you'll start to see flickering of the lights. And so that was quite evident inside the house.
To hear the rest of this story, go to 190 Vision TV on Roku TV or Amazon Fire. Learn more about 190 Vision through one of the following methods. On YouTube and Spotify, there are numerous topics that are discussed that could apply to your life. Roku TV and Amazon Fire have actual experiences told by the individuals who received help through 190 Vision. To connect with others who are on a similar path as you, join our Facebook group. To receive help, go to our website, 190vision.com, then click on the Help Me tab to get started. Support the 190 Vision mission by clicking on the Donate button, which is located at the bottom of each page of our website.